I was born in 1972. A good year, thank you.
Do you remember the first time you ever saw a puppet show? Just like Coco the dog, puppetry has been around for a very long time.
It has come from the Stone Age.
Meet Wes Champion, a woodcarver who carves puppets.
They believed that that was created as something that could mimic life and as like a totem. And so they used it as a way to communicate.
Although most cultures have a documented history of puppetry, it is the Czech Republic where modern puppetry began.
Puppets there began when the guys were building and carving the buildings there. People would walk past and ask them to carve a present or a toy for their children. And the Czech style is a very unique and specific style. It involves curved form as well as sharp edges. For me, that was really appealing.
Wes travelled to the Czech Republic and by chance got to meet the master of the trade, who critiqued his work.
She basically told me it was rubbish, and right then and there got some chisels out and showed me how to carve by hand.
Despite learning an amazing amount of knowledge about this incredible skill, a puppet's facial expressions, like with the koala, can still be a challenge for Wes.
It's kind of a bit of a fiddly, fidgety part of puppet building, in this style of puppet building, because it can totally change what you had in mind for your puppet. And this particular koala is looking a little bit stoned, and I've been told that a lot of my puppets look a little bit stoned, but the koala I wanted to look stoned because rumour has it that they do actually get high on eucalyptus leaves, and I kind of wanted to convey that a little bit.
When Wes returned home, he set about making puppets using the Czech tradition.
The concept of carving a puppet is something that could be seen as a dying art in Australia. So, in some senses, what I'm doing is a dying form. The idea of pushing yourself to look for new techniques and new styles, but holding on to a tradition.
Wes is so determined to hold on to this ancient art that he set about establishing a workshop to try and pass on the skill of puppet making in all forms to the next generation. Loutky Puppets in Parramatta in Sydney is where aspiring puppeteers can come and learn as well as teach this amazing craft. Catherine Hannaford has a background in puppet making and she met Wes last year.
I've spent the last 8 years very much in the wilderness, not knowing that there's anyone else like me. By coming to Loutky, it's just, I've got to meet new people, get new ideas, and also find my new direction in my puppet building. Before this, I would have never have built my dragon. I would have, not dreamed up these new puppets that are currently stomping around in my head going, build me. I've only been coming here since last September. I wouldn't know what I'd be doing now if I hadn't come here. My teacher, she's now fully retired. She's no longer performing, but now she's given me a lot of her personal puppets for my own collection. And she sees me as, the next generation. My job is to, keep traditions going, pass it on to the next generation.
And that's exactly what she's doing here at Loutky Puppets. She, you could say, is very excited about the potential of future students.
I might be teaching the next Jim Henson. There might be a new puppeteer coming up, or a new builder who will light the world on fire.
I think it's really exciting to see it all come together, and it's just good to come after work and have a creative space to, play around with different materials and to let your imagination run wild.
It's exciting. I guess you have to submit to the process, and that's sort of got its own catharsis.
I sort of walked in and Catherine just sort of went, okay, write down exactly what you want. I was like, okay, I didn't know we had to do, to choose straight away.
The major difficulty is the people that I'm working with.
It's soft and occasionally sticky because using glue and my fingers have stuck together a couple of times.
It's actually, for me it's just a lot of fun. It takes me away from what I normally do anyway. So it's I might come here and feel tired, stressed at the end of the day, but when I come after here, I actually feel quite relaxed.
I think the challenge is that it's quite technical.
There's a massive need out there for people to slow down and spend time and learn skill again.